Hey guys, Coach Justin and Coach Ashley here with another edition of Port and Move, and this time we're tackling, can you see that? The ring dip. So oftentimes in class we go over things like ring muscle ups and bar muscle ups and handstand walking. Sometimes we forget about the foundation of all these things, and the ring dip is by far one of the hardest basic movements to master. So, points of performance by Ashley.
Here we go.
Need two rings first.
Yeah. So Justin, he's gonna set his rings up just about shoulder width. He's gonna get a good hand grip on top of the ring so he can be nice and strong once he hops up there. And then when he hops up into support, he's gonna keep the rings nice and close to his body, constantly pushing down rather than kind of being sagged in with his shoulders. So always kind of actively pushing up through the rings. And then as he lowers, his hips are gonna lower, his elbows are gonna track backwards, and he's gonna go so that his shoulder breaks the plane of his elbow, and then he's gonna push back up. At the top, he's gonna get a little turnout. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Perfect.
So if the ring dip is too hard, we have a number of ways to scale the ring dip, but the most important part of any scaling option that you choose is to produce the same stimulus and the same movement patterns of the ring dip. So it was important that I actually mentioned that the shoulders come forward, the elbows track back, so in any scaling piece that we pick, we want to make sure that's happening. So the first scaling option that our coaches really enjoy is push-ups. So if there's 45 ring dips in a workout and you can't do 45 push-ups just yet, it's probably best to kind of work on your push-ups. So as you can see, we're going to have Ashley hop back. She's down, and then what's really important is her shoulders stay over her wrists, just like a ring dip, and then as she comes forward, she brings her shoulders slightly forward, elbows track back towards the rib cage, and she pushes all the way up to extension. If these are too easy, she's going to move her hands in just a little bit. We're going to focus a little bit more on triceps. She's going to push again her arms back towards her rib cage, and then all the way back up. Stud. That's too easy. We're going to do box dips. So Ash is going to hop over on a box, right? She's going to put two hands on a pretty tall box. She's going to walk her hips this way. So when she comes down, the shoulders come down, the elbows track back, and it's a really, really good option for the dip. I would actually much prefer that our members do this option here. So we would tip this box up. We would have two dumbbells, one on either side. So it's going to set up almost like a stable station for you to do dips. The reason why I like this one is you have to stabilize yourself at the top of the ring dip or the top of the dip. So she's going to have to really hold herself up. Again, she's shoulders are going to come forward as her elbows track back, and she's all the way up again to extension. The reason why I also like this one is if this starts to get too hard, Ashley's going to keep her toes on the ground. So as she comes forward, if things get too difficult, she can kind of push off her toes. I think something important to mention here is we see a lot of members kind of turn this into too much of a push-up. So they'll keep their toes back, they'll keep their body straight, and this will happen here. We want the hips to move at the same time as the shoulders. Awesome. And then the last piece, we're going over here, is the band. So we're going to take the band, we're going to put the band up top. So oftentimes our members grab bands and we put the bands on the rings. But what that doesn't allow to do, it doesn't allow the rings to go out, which is a stability piece. So here, what Ashley's going to do is she's going to wear this band like a backpack. So it's going to go around her, it's going to go under her lats, and then she's going to support herself on the rings just like normal. And she does normal ring dips as she would without the band, but she has to focus on keeping the rings in, unlike a typical banded ring dip where the rings would be stabilized by the band. So, coming to you this week at some time, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, we got ring dips. So find your scaling progression. We'll see you there. If